So we're at Still and West, Old Portsmouth, about to do some squid fishing. Nice evening, fine drizzle. Got about an hour and a half till high tide. Tide's just about to start slowing down now. Hopefully the jigs start working, capture them squid and cuttlefish. We are all set up. We're kind of nearly ready to go. I'm fishing in this corner, so head over here.
Called it a night. We got the place to ourselves now.
It's quite a busy area, this. Obviously there's a few pubs here. Sometimes when you catch fish here, you've got a crowd around you applauding you and stuff like that, so it's quite one of those spots. But
One of these babies, do you want to
go? We've got some squid jigs here. You probably want to get a good look at that. So I was trying to say, they're quite artistic in their design. They're all different UV colours, got different patterns on them, different sizes. See, they're all glowing at the moment. That's what the UV torch does to them. Apparently, the squid, they're thermal. They see in thermal imagery and ultraviolet. That's why the squid jigs are designed in such a way.
Going to go for this purpley green one.
So out of the lot, we're going to hit up 2.5 size squid jigs.
And I've gone for
it's a smaller type.
So it's another free size. Purple underneath, orange top. Nice glowy ribbon around the bottom of it. And they're super sharp spikes there. They can't get their tentacles off once they're on it.
What you'll find that we're in early October, the squid are still relatively small in size. They're eating, they're growing all the time. You'll keep catching them up until late December when they're pretty big. The squid fishing's quite similar. It's a lure fishing technique because you're using squid jigs. So the setup is pretty similar to your bass fishing with lures. So you can use a small 3000 size reel with PE1 braid, a thin braid, probably 18-20 pound braid with a fluorocarbon leader. The only difference is on the rods, the tip action is it's a softer tip action that's quite progressive on the tip, whereas a spin rod is a fast action rod.
The action on these rods is soft, so you don't drop the squid. So if you've got a stiffer rod, you'll bounce them off.
Point of Madry to get you in the mood.
I'm not an expert at squid fishing. I've only been a few times. Apparently you're just supposed to raise it up and bring it down. Light raise. Bring it down. Raise. So in Japan they call squidding, they call it edging or edgy. That's the technique, edgy. So you can get edgy rods, edgy jigs, edgy reels. But there's kind of this, there's quite a lot going on with squid fishing in the techniques. Some people, they add lights with the squid jigs. So little chemical lights, you can put the chemical light above the line. Glow in the dark shrink tube above the line. Some people even take a flask of hot water with them and they put the squid jig in the flask of hot water and then send that out there. I've never done that. That emits heat and the squid home into the heat. Some of the squid jigs have got rattles in them So it imitates a prawn or a shrimp. So when a prawn or a shrimp kicks its tail, you'd hear they click. So the rattle imitates that. One of my customers told me though that you put a rattle squid jig on when you're trying to search for the squid. Once you've found them, because they're kind of a pack creature, or shoaling, what they called? Squid? A mollusk, that's it. But it's actually, they're not a mollusk. They are of the mollusk family, but they should have done a bit of homework, shouldn't I, on this subject. A philanthropod? Is that the correct saying?
Something pod.
Yeah, something pod. Yeah, so where they hunt in packs or shoals, they when you're using a rattle, you'll seek them out, but they actually start getting annoyed with the rattle and they'll stop feeding on it. So once you found them, take your rattle squid jig off and go for one without a rattle, and they should start feeding again. That's what I've been told. Some of the squid jigs, they've got warm jackets on them as well. So the warm jacket is a fabric layer which has got air trapped between the fabric, and it retains the air temperature in the fabric. So when you throw it in the sea, as long as the sea's cooler than the air temperature, they'll have a warm jacket on, and the squid home in on that. I'm starting to work this a bit faster now. Force of habit. I should slow it down really. I'm swapping lure. Right, I am going to go for...
It's purple, weird.
Purple. It's actually brown, but it glows up purple. And go for something like that. Have you got the UV torch there, though? So what we haven't been doing either is actually charging them. So a UV torch, just the ultraviolet blue light, charges these jigs. So to give that a good charge.
I think the current's a bit too fierce at the moment.
That should retain the colour in that for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Charge him up again. Got one. Got one. Where on, Callum?
There you go. Yes, come on. There we have, ladies and gentlemen, a fine English squid. Right, so as you can see, this is squid. And what it's kind of caught on is those big tentacles there. That's what they shoot out, and that's what they've caught it on. So you can probably zoom up on that, but it's all like it's like a pattern on there. See the pattern? I'm not gonna. Whoa! Did you see that? How mad was that? Changed colour then, didn't it? So we're just all I'm gonna do is give it a.
That's killed the body.
That's killed the body. That's dead now. And
The head. That killed the head.
that was a Bruce Lee special. Karate chop. But that's been dispatched now. All the colours gone out of it. That's how you would see them. White. We got one. We got one. Yeah, look. Hey. Sushi. Yum, yum, yum. See you later.
So what are you doing with the squid now?
So I'm gonna tackle up. I've got 60-pound mainline braid on there, whiplash. I'm going to be using a running ledger rig. I'll show you how to build it in a second once I've put all the line through the guides. So the terminal tackle used. Snap link slides up and down your main line. Use a bead as a buffer between your snap link and your swivel. You have a bead sliding up your line as well. And then you'll put a swivel on. On the other end of there we have £30 amnesia line. 5 turns in through the little hole and back through the big one. Don't need a huge trace. And on the business end we're going to have a 5/0 Sakuma Manta hook. So it's a nice wide gate, needle sharp, a little bit bendy, so in case I get in a snag and it will bend out for me. On there I'm going to have a 5-ounce Aquapedo lead, and that's the rig I'm going to use, the running ledger. Most of the fish want to eat what is living around here, so when the mackerel are here it's best using mackerel, when the squid are here it's best using squid, cuttlefish, etc. That's my bait.
I'm set.
Half a squid head. Where these have got loads of suckers on that stick to you and make you jump where they stick on you, I actually pull them off, all them sucker things, because they'll latch on to the bottom. I'm not going to blast it out, I'm going to just chuck it over that way so it's not annoying us squid fishing, yeah?
Gotcha.
So we'll just carry on squid fishing. So I'm not going to blast it out. Just a little lob over that way.
So thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the squid hunt tonight. We got booted out pub garden
Right at the end.
right at the end after all that filming. But it's been good. We've come out, we've got our target fish. Just hope you're enjoying the content, and give us a like and definitely a subscribe. Comment in the video some squid recipes, share your recipes so other people can see in the comments. They catch any squid, they can cook it out a certain way. But this is video number 2, many more to come. Happy squidding, and that's it from us at Lock, Stock and Tackle. Callum, Justin,
Thanks very much for tuning in.
yeah,
See you next time.
see you later, guys.